Welcome back to the final Alliance War of Season 29. So as you can see there from the screenshot, we ended up matching against 4 Loki. The Alliance has probably got the most YouTubers and stuff in it that often put up war videos. Yeah, I think probably almost all the members maybe do actually. So yeah, I'm expecting a close war with these. They're a Masters Alliance and have been for many seasons. I think they're pretty much at the same point as us, where they were kind of fighting to still get Masters, maybe even potentially Plat 1 for them, I'm not quite sure. We're doing this war to fight for top 10. After, I'd say it's been a pretty standard war in terms of what we expect. Like I said before, last season we overachieved, and I think people just thought we were going to do it again. And yeah, so realistically, top 10, I'd say that's what I'd kind of not expect, but what I'd like and hope that we get. And yeah, so we come across this Mr. Negative first of all on Path 5. This node, now they changed it for this season, is slightly weird, obviously, because once you knock people down, they become debuff immune. I'm not a big fan of Mr. Negative's specials and trying to dodge them. It's all a bit weird and flashy for me because I don't really fight him too much, and it's always either been with Quake or Archangel whenever I've used them before, unless it's in the event quest, and no, I don't think many people really get too fussed in the event quest. As you can see there, I had the Delirious on, but it kind of was there for a second and then disappeared. And with the Fury, I'm doing some nice damage, even though, as you saw from the boosting screen before, so I've just got some small boosts on. This fight should be pretty easy, to be honest. It's nothing to really worry about. Don't need to be panicking. All I need to do is bait the specials. Can take them into the block all day long, as you can see. I've still got so much more health to use yet. I decided to throw the heavy attack there, to put the Delirious and make sure I have my combat control sort of swapped. But I wanted to see how much damage the special 3 would do with that Fury on. And it's already got rid of the inverted controls for me. So now I'm just going to keep attacking. The debuff immune, so I just don't need to worry about that just yet. Here, they put the inverted controls on me again, so I'll just wait for that to expire. And just go back to parrying and the combos just to finish the fight off with the bleed damage. So even with the node reduction, the bleed damage in that's still more than enough to get this fight done. It took, what, 2 minutes? Small boosted, so it's no biggie. And then we have this Nova here. So assignments for this Nova was, Matt, go Quake it. So yeah, I'll speed this up as I normally do. I got to put this invulnerability boost on here for this fight and the next one, because it's very unlike us that we were so well planned and ready for this war that by the time it was like 11 PM, I think it was for me, I'd already done some of my Section 2 fights, which, as anybody who's watched the videos for a while will know, that is very weird. Sometimes we don't even join until the next morning, depending on the assignments and the paths. So it just takes forever to put this invulnerability boost on here, so I'm like, right, okay, back out. Do not even risk trying to click fight straight away after that little connection issue, so whether that was a Kabam server thing or what, I'm not quite sure. But this one doesn't have the Force of Will node, so I'm going to knock him down once he's with the concussions in the aftershock phase to get rid of the Ebb and Flail heavy. And then it's just a pretty simple Quake fight. Just stay in the corner, try and make sure you're charging your heavy attack when he dashes at you from afar to stop his power gain. And yeah, apart from that, as you can see here, it's just dwindling this Nova down. Again, for both of these fights, if you're not really fighting for anything, you could probably do them unboosted. The invulnerability was just nice. Kabam have kind of given everybody loads throughout the season, so it's a very weird season anyway in terms of how many grade boost people have been able to use. I know personally I've still got some compensation packages that are still waiting to be claimed, so I think they might just last for the first war or so of next season. Then we come across this rank 3 Sasquatch here that's on node 26. To be honest, I'm not quite sure why people still put Sasquatch here. Okay, you can sneak a kill here and there, but if you've got an invulnerability boost on, someone's got a rank 3 Human Torch, then the fight lasts less than a minute, especially with the pre-fight. I know in off-season, if people do play Sasquatch here, I'm going to try and see if I can get a chance to do him. Maybe even try with like a rank 5 Human Torch without even having the pre-fight on, just to see how the fight goes then. I'm just curious as to how it'll be, sort of thing. There's other people saying you can't do it without the pre-fight, and I'm pretty sure I've done it without the pre-fight before, because it was just needed somewhere else, but obviously it does make things a little bit easier. Here, I just push them back with a special 2. I just want this. I want him to throw a special 2 here. I've got the encroaching stun timer down, as you can see, 40 seconds in now. I throw this special 1 and the fight's done. So, yeah, that's my section 1 and part of section 2 done. And then I just move up here after claiming this objective reward. Just move up here to this Modoc, because I'm going to be doing the Ebony Maw. That's after this in section 2. So yeah, coming on the game in the next morning now. We're going to load up and boost for the Ebony Maw and the Mojo, and then one of the mini bosses. The mini boss is a weird one, and I'll talk a bit more about it when we get to it. Looking at the boost I had in the situation I was in, I remembered that AQ starts, I think it's in a couple of days, and we'll be given another 20% boost for that. I don't really tend to like boosting too much for story content. I don't really think it's needed. I'd rather save them for wars, and yeah, may as well use some boost now to finish this war off nice. So I did use 1 potion on Nick Fury, just to get him back to full health, because I'll be using Nick for the mini boss. And this Ebony Maw here with the kinetic transference and aspect of evolution, I'm going to quite happily throw them to, or push them to special 3. I messed up there with the parry interaction and trying to catch them back. I'm actually surprised he didn't hit me. But if he's going to throw special 1s, it's nice. If he doesn't throw a special 1, then it's okay. Special 3 will do. I have the invulnerability boost on anyway. And again, that just gives me a bit of comfort, so I know that I can just push Ebony Maw to special 3, not really be worried about it. And it's mainly for the Mojo that I've actually used it, just because that fight's so RNG, it's horrendous. And as people have seen from previous war videos, like I've done it probably 4, maybe 5 times so far this season. It either goes all your way and you don't ever have to worry, or you're going to be taking at least 1 special 1 or trying to do something else to dance around a little bit. But mistakenly here, I was meant to have waited for the White Mag's pre-fight on this to help my attack. I kind of forgot and was just like, oh. It was only once I'd done the mini boss and someone said, oh, you're not waiting for the White Mags, that I kind of realised that I hadn't done it. So yeah, you don't need the White Mags, but obviously the 15% attack rating bonus will help out and make these fights a little bit quicker. You can also run suicides or boost bigger if you want, but if you can Quake pretty well, and I know most people are bored of Quake fights, but as I've explained in previous videos, we have quite a few members in the battle group who have the new iPhone 13s, and there seems to be some form of weird input issue with Quake on that phone. Well, so they're telling us, so they're telling me anyway. So I pretty much get given a lot of the Quake fights now. Here I was just checking, and I just checked before to see if I'd still got this mini boss, and I had. So the Stunning Reflection, Black Widow Deadly Origins here. She seems to be a very hit and miss defender. Some wars she can gain you a couple of defender kills, usually on this node, maybe even the boss node, and then or sometimes even Path 9 in Section 2, and then other wars you just see people just walk through her. So I'm not quite sure what happens. Maybe it's just a weird AI or something like that. But here, obviously, don't don't parry, don't stun. I've got no chance of turning off the stunning reflection node. I'm still in the first life of Nick, so if I do make a mistake and I get stunned, then I can actually be stunned. But it's good to know I've still got that comfort of having the second life if I need it. Don't throw the special 2 with Nick unless you're in the second life, because that's just going to be a nightmare. And all the time, just try and keep pushing her to special 2. If she starts throwing special 1s, then she's got the evade timer and she can put the shock on you. And yeah, so it's just constantly just holding your block for a lot of the time, and just trying to make sure that you can dex the heavy. So I try and dex it quite early to give me enough room. But yeah, so I know normally people choose to send like a mole man here because of the shock immunity and whatever else too. Sadly, is a champion that's still on my wanted list, but I'm going for the featured crystals at the moment to try and get either Hercules or the new Spidey. And yeah, this fight, as you can see, it went a lot better than what I thought. The health, she's pretty much already dead in a minute and a half. So yeah, and there you go. That's the fight done. That's the season done. I think it's probably going to end up being like 60 odd fights for the season, and one stupid death to Dark Hawk. So thank you very much for watching all the videos.